Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to talk about a social issue in Australia. And what it's about is it's retailers who want swift action on online GST. And it's a very interesting situation. And Jerry Harvey from Harvey Norman fame is a huge proponent, saying that we should now lower the threshold on GST charge for all online purchases to match the shops in Australia. And I just got one thing to say to Jerry. Fuck you, Jerry Harvey! And I'll just read you the article. This is from AAP. And let's have a bit of a read here. It says, retailers hope the federal government doesn't spend too much time contemplating calls to impose GST on items bought online from overseas after New South Wales Treasurer Michael Bard, you bastard, called for a sharp reduction in the $1,000 tax threshold. Mr. Bard wants Canberra to slash the threshold to $30, as recommended in a report last year by the Productivity Commission, to bring the tax system into the modern age and reflect the shift to online retailing. If this is a growing trend, it seems strange that Australia is so far different from the rest of the countries around the world. Australians enjoy GST-free purchases purchased from abroad online if they cost less than $1,000, and they also enjoy the benefits of a high Australian dollar at a time when the local retail sector is in the doldrum. Fuck you, retailers! And data this week showed that spending at brick and mortar stores shrank 0.8% in July compared with the previous month, and that was the biggest monthly drop in nearly 2 years. The Australian National Retailers Association said a number of international governments, including Britain and Canada, had dealt with the issue of consumption taxes on foreign goods years ago. I think it is about time we got real about this. While she appreciated the government would need time to consider another report handed to the government by its low-value parcel processing task force, she said retailers wanted action now. We are in the run-up to Christmas now. The last thing we need is an extended period of nasal gazing and for retailers to lose the benefit of Christmas and potentially the next one. Assistant Federal Treasurer David Bradbury said there was no silver bullet to address such a complex issue and is to be very difficult to enforce, although the task force report suggested making the change might not be as costly as the Productivity Commission concluded. The report focused on what can be done around customs and handling processing that might reduce costs if the government went down the path of reducing the GST threshold. Mr. Bradbury said the way GST normally worked was the company supplying the goods and services was located in Australia, registered for GST, and had an obligation to comply with GST laws. If they don't comply, then the tax office goes after them. But even if a law was passed to cover goods sold to Australians by offshore websites by making companies register for GST, a firm could still thumb their nose at us and not do it. At that point, we have an enforcement issue. That's a very complex issue in terms of managing the flow of those physical items into the country, and that impacts on Australia Post, on customs, and all the freight forwarders and handlers. And this is an interesting thing here, because Archie does a lot of internet shopping. And I'll just tell you, in case Jerry Harvey's listening, fuck you, Jerry Harvey! And Jerry Harvey, we just bought appliances for our home, and we bought them from Appliances Online. They were about 30% cheaper than Harvey Norman. I've gone with the Bosch brand, Jerry, so fuck you! And I just wanted to also mention, I bought some very expensive stuff lately. I bought a Breguet. That's right, it's a very expensive luxury watch. And you know what, Jerry? I didn't pay any tax. No, I didn't pay any tax on it. It was a $5,000 purchase. I didn't pay any tax on it because when the guy shipped it, he I don't know how he ships it, but it just turned up at my door. So fuck you, Jerry! And anyone else, the retail industry, you are so fucking Stone Age. You're like the blacksmith when the motor car came out. You're whinging and snivelling and begging. Well, fuck you, retailers. When times were different, you just screwed the customer. So fuck you. And I tell you this now, I buy everything online. I wanted to buy a very classy pair of shoes. Archie is a quality shoe man. He normally wears Lloyd's or Lokes. That's the English brand is Lokes, and Lloyd's are from Germany. So what did I do? I went into my nearest David Jones, checked out the size. I'm a 10.5, by the way. Thank you, David Jones. And I order online. Fuck you, retailers. That's the way to do it. As the ad says, look at Westfield, shop on eBay. And I gotta say, that is so fucking cool. Fuck you, greedy retailers. Go fuck yourself. And I just love it. I love online buying. And for me, if I want a book, I don't even bother with the bookstores. They're so fucking lazy. They can't be bothered searching for books for me. Well, fuck you, retailers. I firstly go on Amazon, see what the book costs. Then I go on eBay, see if I can get a used version or a discount line version. And then I make my final purchase, pay by PayPal, and fuck you, retailers! I don't fucking pay any fucking GST, and the prices are normally about 60% cheaper than what I would pay in Australian stores. So fucking explain that to me, you greedy fuckers. It all goes in fucking rent and landlords. Fuck you, Westfield. Fuck you, AMP shopping centres. And, it just fucking sucks. You suck, you shopping centres. Especially fuck you, David Fenwick, you bastard. And I gotta say it honestly to you. Retailing in Australia, I hope you fucking die a slow and painful death. I fucking can't stand you. You've been arrogant fuckers. You just deserve to go broke. And Jerry Harvey, I can't wait for you to go broke. You evil fucker. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think.